Fairfield Federal, in cooperation with Interphase Video, presents the Lancaster Festival, live from downtown Lancaster. Fairfield Federal Savings and Loan makes it easy to take control of your personal finances and build your wealth. You can access your accounts 24/7 with online banking, bill paying, and debit MasterCard. Fairfield Federal Savings and Loan, checking, savings, and home loans, online and on the go. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Also brought to you by Personal Touch Party Rentals and Events, Walker Shoe Center, Buckeye Lake Marina, South Central Power, the Fairfield County Parks, Fairhope Hospice and Palliative Care, Dagger Johnston, Miller, Ogilvy and Hampson, the Frankie Smith Funeral Home, Ohio University Lancaster, the Frame Shop, and the Fairfield County Board of Developmental Disabilities.
Hello friends, and a little less than sunshiny out right now. It's still a great day, comfortable out, no doubt about that. A little bit of rain moving through, and everybody looking at their weather radar on their phones, we think it's about gone. So don't let this keep you from coming out and doing some activities downtown. It's lightly raining right now, not bad. Of course, we're under the Personal Touch Party tent, so we have an advantage right here. But anyway, thank you for joining us on Lancaster Festival Live. A pleasure to be with you. A reminder, we'll be on all week at noon. We come on Monday through Friday all this week, and we'll have lots of important people around town, lots of guests with the festival, talk to many people involved in the festival, some city officials, the mayor later in the week. So we've got, I think, a fun week planned for you. So again, this is Lancaster Festival Live. It's a pleasure to have you with us as we broadcast downtown, and perhaps you can see the fountain right behind us here. A good look right behind us as we're broadcast. So we hope the rain will be leaving soon. First guest, it's always fun to have. We always can count on a couple of people here with us when we do this. Steve and Cindy Smith with us from the Frame Shop. Cindy, how are you?
Just fine, Paul. How are you?
Good. Steve, everything good, buddy?
Real good. Yep.
Of course, they're the Frame Shop. We always like to talk to them. They're one of the real fine businesses in town. I suspect most people have had some kind of dealing with you. I know I certainly have over the years, more than once, and well, you guys just do a great job. I mean, in my case, it's a framing and matting and things, but you do so much more. But golly, your business has just stayed the test.
It sure has, and we're very, very grateful.
Give us a little bit of history here. I know you're not, you're just a baby, so I know you didn't start this business, Cindy. So give us a little history here of how this got started. You know the guy that started it pretty well.
I sure do. My mom and dad, Jack and Kay McLaughlin, they started it, actually the craft house in 1975, and then the framing grew out of that and became its own business in 1979. And it kind of overtook, Mom's craft house, and so she closed it in 1982. But we were in Sears Eastland Mall and always here in Lancaster. And Sears probably until about 83.
Where were you here in Lancaster?
We started out at 714 North Columbus Street, and then we moved to 335, and now we're right next door at 339. We built a showroom.
What I remember is not your building, but the brick building or you guys are involved in that, I think. You have something to do with that, the brick building. Is that yours also?
Oh, yes, right. It has, 2 apartments upstairs, and then it has sides that we're using for storage right now, but hopefully by Christmas we'll have something new in there. And Joyce Harvey just told me that she's researching our building, so I'm probably going to learn a lot about that brick building or that whole corner there.
Well, what I remember about it was when I was a young person, so it's been, let's say, 60 years ago now, I took music lessons there. That was McClurg's Music first store. Mater and McClurg moved in town, moved across from us on Hubert Avenue, and he was my first music teacher. And then they opened that business right there, and it was the brick building. And I was upstairs. I would go in, they had a 6-cent Coke machine right inside the door. I remember that, and you went upstairs, and it was a real history thing right now. So you guys still involved in that over there? Probably. I know you keep things in the window over there, always publicizing.
Oh yeah, Cindy likes to decorate the windows for the different events that's going on in Lancaster and the different seasons. So she does a really good job at that. Yeah.
So what's new? Every time we talk, there's always something new going on at the Frame Shop. So where are we this year? I know there's something going on.
Well, always, we're kind of long-term planning always, but right now we do have a special on the 2 posters, and this year for the Lancaster Festival, Deb came to us, and there's a collector's poster along with the regular artist poster. Yeah, this year's is green, the 2019, and then the black and or the colored one, the collectible one, is the 35th anniversary. So we have a couple framing specials on those. The green posters you don't have to pay for. They come in two sizes, and the black one, the anniversary one, there is a little bit of cost, but everything is kicked back to the Lancaster Festival.
So, Steve, is this something that you folks work with the festival folks, Deb and everybody there, Martin Barker and everybody? Is this kind of a collective thing you come up with, an idea of how to put all this together?
Well, actually, they came in with the posters, and Cindy and I, well, mainly Cindy, worked with them designing some different moldings that would go with it. So this is two of the best selections we've come up with on this. So,
Have you had a lot of activity up to this point on that, or do you suspect most of it will come after the festival?
we've had more activity than I thought this quickly, but I think there'll be a lot more afterwards. Yes, sir.
Cindy, tell us about some of the other things down there. Again, you're called the Frame Shop, but that's certainly a misnomer. That's how the business started. That's how it got going. But so much more than that now.
Yeah, I mean, custom picture framing is our main business, but we do have some other lines there, gift lines. We have local art. We have our P-gram done personalized laser engraving. So there's items you can come in, purchase. It includes the engraving for weddings, birthdays, anniversaries, corporate gifts. So we're trying to expand upon that and let people know that we do awards and plaques. So if they have a corporate need, or individual need, we're there. And then we have our line of country chic paint, which is repurposed, refurnished paint. So if you have a sort of a piece of furniture that needs a little bit of updating, we can help you do that. And then we do printing. We can take your negative, your flash drive, whatever, and we can put it on wood, metal, acrylic. What else, Steve?
Tile, coasters, that's been a real hit. And then we can do various sizes also. So there's, like she said, with photos, there's a gloss and a matte finish, but PVC and clear acrylic we can attach your photos to. So it's coming along really nice. Really nice.
One thing I saw years ago, I think our daughter-in-law across the street did it. They redid their kitchen, and on the wall they had tile, like a backsplash, and did that. And then they put some kind of picture on one of the pieces of tile. Is that something probably you could have done?
Absolutely, yes. Sure, we can. So we don't, it's a little bit of sublimation there. There's so many different things you can do with digital imagery anymore, and we're kind of expanding on that.
Is there any part of the business, Steve, you enjoy more? You'll do it all because it all pays the bills. I get that. But is there anything that you enjoy one part of the business more than another? I know you used to have those little barn siding signs up. I know you still have those displayed there too.
Yeah, that's part of our P-gram done line, which is all the laser engraving. I do enjoy that, but honestly, it's still the framing. It's still a lot of the neat things that come in, people's history that they want framed in, and some of the new items. For example, here just a couple weeks ago, we had a customer come in. His son is a pretty advanced drummer, and he broke a set of sticks after he's wore them out playing so much. So he wanted to frame these in for his son for his birthday, and it's just stuff like that. I find exactly a shadow box type deal, and I can put plates in there, put dates and everything. It kind of keep the history there, the memory there.
I would imagine that that's part of the fun, is a challenge when something like that comes up. You've never done it before, let's give it a shot.
That's exactly right. Shadow boxing would be my favorite because it's a keepsake for forever, and it means something to that person.
So let's get some information on here. Your address, your phone number, website. I'm assuming you're social media savvy. Tell us what we need to know.
Sure. We are on Facebook. We do have a website. It's theframeshoponline.net. And you can reach us Tuesday through Saturdays. We're closed Sundays and Mondays. And then we do extend our hours on Saturdays in November and December. But after this festival, we'll be at the fair all week too. Yeah.
Always enjoy talking to you out there. So we look forward to seeing that. Best of luck. Anything headed for the festival? You going out Saturday for Kansas, or maybe for the Jimmy Buffett Wednesday?
Wednesday, yes, and Saturday for sure.
Steve, wear a parrot head thing. You got something going on there?
I might. Yeah, I might come.
As the evening goes on, it's more likely that would occur. Very good. Steve and Cindy Smith from the Frame Shop. Thanks, folks. Enjoy the festival. Have a great time. Good luck. We enjoy your business. Thank you. On Saturday night, Sarah Evans entertained the crowd at Ohio University Lancaster. That was the big Saturday night. Let's listen to a little clip from her performance.
And I say, friend, do you think I'll ever get there? Oh, but he just stands there smiling back at me. So I confess my sins to the preacher about the love I've been praying to find. Is there a brown-eyed boy in my future? Yeah. And he says, girl, you've got nothing but time. But I say, how do you wait for heaven? And who has that much time? And how do you keep your feet on the ground when you know that you were born to fly? Well, my daddy, he's grounded like the old tree. My mama, she is steady as the sun. Oh, you know I love my folks, but I keep staring down the road, just looking for my one chance to run. Hey, 'cause I will soar away like the blackbird, and I will blow in the wind like a sea, and I will plant my heart in the garden of my dreams, and I will grow up where I want, wild and free. Oh yeah, how do you wait for heaven? And who has that much time? And how do you keep your feet on the ground when you know that you were born? You were born, yeah. You were born to fly.
Wow, what a clip from Sarah Evans. And just reading in the Lancaster Eagle Gazette, or for anybody that was out there, had a great time. Again, a little warm evening, but what a fabulous show she put on. We'll have more from her later in the show today. And we'd like to thank Buckeye Lake Marina for bringing us that highlight to you. If you're looking for a new boat, a great pre-owned watercraft, or a place to get parts for your boat, Buckeye Lake Marina has it all. Learn more at buckeyelakemarina.com. Mike Miller is our guest, no stranger, has his own show on here, Lancaster Perspective, and he's graced us with his presence today. I'm humble and quietly proud that you could be with us today. Mike, thank you so much.
Yeah, you haven't changed a bit. I will tell you that.
I'll take that as a compliment. I'm not sure, but I think it will.
Absolutely.
Mike is with Habitat for Humanity, and boy, that's a name you hear all around, and it's a name for years and years, has just been, you know, if you're involved in Habitat for Humanity, that's just a great organization. I know you feel that way too.
Yeah, we're in the process of building homes for veterans right now, and we've got a schedule of it, but we're having a couple of fundraisers. One is coming up September 5th at Valley View. It's a golf outing to help veterans out. And if you've got a foursome, or if you just want to come out and play with whatever, we'd love to have you out. And Corey George is helping us out too. So it's been very good. I've been there a year now, and we're doing some great things. But you know, we had a golf outing 2 years ago, and we let it go, and we're bringing it back now. So you know, you play golf. I mean, I've seen you play. It's kind of amazing, really.
I always wear 2 pair of pants in case I get a hole in one. That's my only claim to. You can't. You're speechless. That's great to have Mike Miller speechless. I know it's a first. So it's the 2019 golf outing, September 6th, 1 o'clock at Valley View. How can people get involved in that?
They can call the course, or they can message me, or they can go to our website and sign up for that. There's a drop-down box for golf, and we can do that. So right now, if we get it in by the 23rd of August, that's kind of our timeline to get all the things in. So, or you can stop by Habitat over on Slocum and just stop in and see me sometime. And, again, we're hoping for a great turnout.
So this golf outing, everything here goes for the veterans. Is that the veteran housing? Is that the aspect of it we're looking?
Right. We have a schedule. We're going to build so many houses by 2026, and we're just again, it's $65 for a foursome or $260 a team, but all the money, everything that we raise goes towards veterans housing. So it's a good cause. It's a great cause. I mean, when you start looking at stats about homeless veterans, I mean, veterans should not be homeless. I mean, they just, I mean, it just shouldn't be. So I have two son-in-laws that are in the military, and my dad was, my brother was. So there's a special place for veterans for me.
Well, if any of the service organizations around, I'd stay in touch with them because they're always good places. They love to support anything like this. So you're over on Slocum Avenue. Everything's out of there. The Restore there.
Yes.
Tell us about that. I think that's one of the more interesting places in the community, the Restore. That is an amazing place.
When I first walked in, I couldn't believe all the things. If you're building something, I mean, and you can't find it, you can find it at Habitat. Yeah, and there's paint, there's hardware, there's lighting, there's electric, furniture. We have lots of furniture, and there's all stuff coming in all the time. But it's there. It's whatever you need. Just come on in, and everybody's willing to help out. Or if you want to make a donation, just you can call down to Habitat and set up a time, and they'll come pick it up.
What are the hours there at the Restore?
They're open Monday 10 to 6, and then on the rest of the week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, it's 10 to 5, and then Saturday is 9 to 5.
Yeah, great place. We'll jump back to the golf outing here in a little bit to help veterans, but do you have land yet picked out for this, or is that part of the process that's down the road?
Yeah, that's part of the process right now. We have to see how much money we can raise, and then we go and see what's available from them. So it's kind of there's a 3 or 4 different process. You've got you have to find the veterans that qualify for this, and then the land itself, and then or even if it's a remodel. So there's a lot going on with it.
Now, if somebody is hearing this or knows of someone who's a veteran that they think may qualify, what's the process that somebody can get their name in the hat? Is it too early for that yet?
No, they can call down to Habitat and just ask for some information about the Veterans Organization, and then they'll connect you to somebody there.
So your organization, Habitat, you do the clearing for that?
Right, yeah, correct, yeah. We have a committee that meets, and they go through all the applicants, and then there's a mortgage committee, and then there's a couple other committees that go through. So it's all kind of a one-stop, one-shop type thing. Yeah.
Now, what else is going on at Habitat? It's a busy place. You have a lot of irons in the fire, always do. Certainly the golf outing is a big one, and that's one we certainly want to talk about. But there's no lack of things going on at Habitat.
There's a part of what Habitat does is they have the Miller building out on 37 was deeded to us by the land bank, and so there's going to be on August 24th. There's going to be a spirited event out there, and if you're into paranormal and all those type of things, there's going to be food. There's going to be different things to do out there. It's going to be a great night. So again, that's. I've been to a couple of them, and it's interesting. It's really interesting.
So that's what date was that again?
It's August 24th. Okay. Yeah, that's a Saturday, and it's last year we did it. We were dressed up. We got costumes. It was pretty neat. It was a good time.
What are you dressed as?
I'm not sure yet, to be honest with you. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll dress up as you.
TBD, to be decided.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly it. To be decided.
It's frightening, and we better move on from that. So back to the veterans and 20 homes by 2026, a lofty goal. 20 homes. That's something.
Absolutely, and it's something that again is needed. It's when you look at everything that's going on in America, and the veterans are kind of being pushed by the wayside, and it's just this is kind of our way of just helping out the best that we possibly can.
Well, Mike Miller with Habitat for Humanity, we appreciate your joining us, and again, great organization. Again, I think if you get involved or you donate or somehow get money to them, you know where it's going. It's going for the right reasons. There's never a question there.
Even if you want to volunteer, come in the store and volunteer. I mean, we can always use volunteers to help us out, whether it's stocking the shelves or unloading trucks, which I have done, by the way. So I tried to get Competi to do it one day, and he couldn't do it. He said I don't know, something about had to rearrange his sock drawer or something.
I was born at night, but I wasn't born last night. You unloaded trucks. I did. Do we have video proof of that? I think we know the answer to that.
I did, really. The people were like, who's that guy?
When did he start here? So the website is habitatfairfield.org, and really all the information you could need to get started on this process, get involved with the golf outing. What's the number down there if they want to call the office?
The easiest way is to call me. It's 740-918-2310. That's my cell phone. You can call and we can do that. Or you can just stop by, or you can message me too, whatever. I will be at Valley View Wednesday afternoon and Thursday afternoon this week, signing people up. So yeah, that's whatever you can do to help us out, that'd be great.
And what's the address one more time over on Slocum?
707 Slocum Street.
707 Slocum, right on, I think it's Slocum and 7th Avenue, about right on the corner there.
There you go. That's, yeah.
Very good. Mike Miller with Habitat for Humanity. Yesterday it was a real joy to be involved and be the MC for the Lancaster Chorale concert up at First Presbyterian Church. It was Stephen Caracciola and the Lancaster Chorale and an American Mosaic. Let's hear a little bit of that.
10,000 Teach me song and glorious songs, song by flaming tongues of ours. Praise the Lord and peace be upon you, songs of thy redeeming ones. Come thou fount of every blessing, tune my heart to sing thy praise. Streams of blessing never ceasing, all the songs of loudest praise. I will arise and go to Jesus, he will praise me in his arms. In the arms that died his Savior, go there are 10,000
At Dagger Law, we have more than 110 years of combined expertise in nearly every part of law.
What I think sets us apart from any other law firm is our ability to work together.
With us, you're getting a trusted partner, in addition to a team who can help you with a growing business, changing family, planning your future, or dealing with land issues.
It's a challenge every day, and you meet an awful lot of nice people.
Your case matters. We'll take the time and the energy to ensure that you have a quality experience, quality representation.
Whatever you need, we have a lawyer who can help. Dagger Law. Local, trusted, experienced.
The Frank E. Smith Funeral Home and Crematory in Lancaster and the Johnson Smith Funeral Home in Baltimore have a long and wonderful history of serving our community. Feel free to give us a call at 740-653-0652. Stop in and see us at either of our two locations, 405 North Columbus Street in Lancaster or 207 South Main Street in Baltimore. Respect for tradition, regard for change.
Fairfield Federal, in cooperation with Interface Video, presents the Lancaster Festival, live from downtown Lancaster. Fairfield Federal Savings and Loan makes it easy to take control of your personal finances and build your wealth. You can access your accounts 24/7 with online banking, bill paying, and debit MasterCard. Fairfield Federal Savings and Loan, checking, savings, and home loans, online and on the go. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Also brought to you by Personal Touch Party Rentals and Events, Walker Shoe Center, Buckeye Lake Marina, South Central Power, the Fairfield County Parks, Fairhope Hospice and Palliative Care, Dagger Johnston, Miller, Ogilvy, and Hampson, the Frankie Smith Funeral Home, Ohio University Lancaster, the Frame Shop, and the Fairfield County Board of Developmental Disabilities.
Welcome back to Lancaster Festival Live downtown. Paul Jasson with you. We appreciate your joining us. And again, a reminder, we'll be here all week. We start at noon right under the beautiful personal touch tent with the backdrop of the fountain behind us and just catty corner from where all the activities going on for this week down here. We've got great downtown music each day. And as we go now, the rain has stopped as we hoped it would, and it's turning out to be a nice day. Good opportunity to go over and still hear some of the music, and remember that goes on each afternoon. And we'll be live here each day until Friday and have a great show for you each day. Fun to have with us Travis Markwood back. This is kind of a bonus day. Usually we can always count on you being on in January, right before your big meeting, and then maybe in the summer sometime if we can get you on because you're always so daggone busy. But here we are at Lancaster Festival, and gosh, no lack of things going on with the Chamber of Commerce this week.
Right, yeah, no, we stay busy in the summer. We don't do quite as many of our big signature events in the summer. We let folks like the festival and Destination Downtown provide the events for the summer, but it's an opportunity for us to get prepared for the second half of our year and kick off some programming that we'll be having coming up.
Again, Travis Markwood, the Executive Director of the Lancaster Chamber of Commerce, just across the street there. And you do you get to a lot of the festival events? Or are you too busy for some of that?
No, as much as we can. We try to get there. But, you know, with it being right outside our door, we get to enjoy a lot of it just by nature of where we're located. So most of the noontime concerts we get a chance to enjoy, and it's always nice to just step out during your lunch hour for a little bit, and you get to see a lot of people from the community, and a good opportunity to say hi.
Well, and I think last we talked officially on the air was right before your big banquet in January, and you had a wonderful banquet, a wonderful businesses highlighted, and just a wonderful day to celebrate business and especially small business in Lancaster and Fairfield County. So from that point to now, have things been about as you suspect?
Yeah, sure thing. They have been. We've had some other successful events after the annual dinner. Of course, that's when we do our State of the City, State of the County, State of the Schools address. Those were all well attended. We had a golf outing, which on our first round did get rained out, but we were able to reschedule out at Valley View 2 weeks later, and we were able to get the golf outing in, so that was great. That's kind of the capstone of our event season in the spring. And like I said, then we work on some other projects in the summer, which we are working on a pretty complicated project right now, where we've hired a consultant to come in and help us really look at the benefits that we offer to our members and kind of realign those to make sure that our value proposition to our members aligns with what they want.
What's the membership now of the Chamber?
We sit about 550 members. Makes us about right around the 6th largest Chamber of Commerce in Central Ohio. Yes.
Good, very good. And I know the members here, they rely so much. You always have so many seminars. You have a lot of coaching things that go on throughout the year. A lot of opportunities. If you're a small business, just a plug for you guys, lots of opportunities for a small business to learn about, taxes or about HR things. You guys are really involved in getting that going.
Yeah, one of the things that we really tried to make an effort to do a couple years ago is to increase the amount of training opportunities we have for small business. We recognize the fact that small businesses are just that. 1 or 2 employees a lot of times, mom and pop kind of shop, and they might be really good at, making a great pizza during the day and during the hours that they're open, or building a certain widget or providing a service, but they all don't have every skill set. I mean, they have to be HR professional, they have to be a IT person, they have to be understand their finances. So we're trying to provide training opportunities that would allow them to have training in maybe some of those areas where they don't have as much experience.
And that's what I always think about small business, which in my mind is really the lifeblood of a town like Lancaster. We appreciate all the Anchor Hawkings and the hospitals and the Ralstons out there that carry so many employees, but day to day it's in and out, it's the small business. And I just think how hard it is sometimes for, like you say, you build a widget during the day, but then when that's done and you lock the doors at 5, it doesn't end then. Your job, if you're the owner, really starts then. You may have payroll, you may have taxes, you may have regulations to go with. And these are all things that are integral into what your business helps teach other businesses.
Well, you mentioned taxes and regulations, and if I can, I'll reflect on a little bit of an experience we had recently. The state budget was just passed recently, last week. And as part of that state budget, they were planning to make some changes, or had proposed some changes to the way that small businesses are able to deduct their income on their tax returns. It's called the business income deduction for small businesses. So they were going to pull that out. Businesses could deduct up to $275,000 of their income on their income tax. They were going to take that out of the state budget this year and not allow businesses to do that. Well, we partnered with the Ohio Chamber and many other organizations to actually, kind of go and oppose that. We actually took two of our board members, Angela Cryle from Cryle Communications and Heather Yakes from Action Coach. We went to the State House. We patiently waited 8 hours that day.
Did they want to see you at all?
They did. We finally got a chance, but both Angela and Heather were able to testify against this change in the tax bill. And I'm pleased to say that with our efforts combined with many, many others, we were able to get the state legislators to reinstall that $275,000 tax deduction. So that was a big win for small businesses. Kudos to all those who worked on that.
And I guess that just shows the power of staying with it. I mean, it would have been easy to just kind of give up. It's past. We're done now. But you guys just hung in there, and you knew it wasn't the right thing. And you put great people like Angela there, and golly, she's such a wonderful spokesperson.
Yeah, absolutely. We picked two wonderful people to go up and talk and testify against it, at the Senate Finance Committee, and it was a well worth it experience for us to go up there and do that. So that was just us working hard on behalf of our members,
doing what you do. That's a chamber being the chamber. So now we have another week of the festival here. We go through Saturday till the big Kansas concert. Then after that, and kind of everybody comes down a little bit. It's back to day-to-day business as we move through the summer and into the almost school's ready to start. Another month and school will be back in, so it's almost fall right now. Is that the start another big push for you folks?
It does. The next couple big events coming up, we're going to be celebrating with the John D. McGraw family the 34th year of the Athena Banquet coming up. So we'll be awarding the Athena Banquet or the Athena recipient on August 22nd. And we're getting ready to kick off our Fairfield Leadership, which is in its 35th year as well, this September.
Well, best of luck with the chamber, Travis. You folks do a great job over there. Enjoy the festival and the music right in your front yard out here each and every day. Enjoy that. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Travis Markwood, Executive Director of the Fairfield Chamber of Commerce. So we're glad he's with us here. We had earlier a little clip from Sarah Evans and put on a dynamite show Saturday night out at the Lancaster Festival. Let's hear another piece from her.
These are the moments
Wow, another clip of Sarah Evans from Saturday night, brought to you by our friends at Personal Touch Party Rentals and Events. And they realize that you rely on them for making your events successful. They're family owned and have been for over 30 years, and with combined experience in the event rental industry. Check them out at Personal Party Touch or personalparty.com. We want to thank them for this great tent that they provide for us downtown here. We're so fortunate. Right now, it's beautiful out. No rain, no nothing. Half hour ago, not so good. So we appreciated the tent being here very much. We're very thankful for them. So thank to everybody at Personal Touch Party for what they do for the Lancaster Festival and certainly Lancaster in general. And Sarah Evans, a great clip of her last night. And that leads us into, we're pleased to have with us the artistic director for 32 years?
That's right, Paul. 32 wonderful summers here in Lancaster.
32 of the 35 years, and they said it wouldn't last.
I never remember hearing that. You know, the Columbus Symphony under Christian Body did a super job for the first 3 seasons, but they wanted to stay in Columbus for the summer. And I was fortunate to be asked if I had any ideas of how to continue the festival, and I said, how about hiring our own orchestra and our own artistic director, myself, and the rest is history. It's been such a joy.
Well, I'll tell you, the Lancaster Festival Orchestra, and again, I'm a music guy, I love the orchestra. As far as I'm concerned, we could do one concert with them and then bring in the second week talent. I love the orchestra so much, but I know these are a bunch of committed musicians that you bring back so many of them every year, and the crowd is just so giddy about what the orchestra does.
Well, of course, everybody has different musical tastes, and we try to address as many of those tastes as possible. And I'm glad you mentioned the orchestra musicians, Paul, because they're fabulous musicians, not just classical musicians, but they're very flexible. They play jazz, pop, rock, and the country, as you heard on Saturday night. They gave a great performance. So it's unique musicians that we have. And we're so fortunate that host families here in Lancaster take them in their homes for a couple of weeks and make them feel at home.
And I'm sure that's part of the draw every year to come back, because it's more than just a gig for a lot of them. Many of them come back to the same host families every year.
Well, that's true. In fact, some of our musicians say they wait 50 weeks to come back. This is their main job.
Well, and it was interesting, too. I was thinking about that when we were watching the clip of Sarah Evans, that you did some of the arrangements for several of the songs that she did, and worked so beautifully with the orchestra there. She's comfortable in that setting, and you could tell that. Next week, or later this week, is Kansas. You'll be arranging for some of their songs and some of the big hits. Is that a joy for you to be involved with a group like that who enjoys being with an orchestra?
Well, I love to compose charts for these musicians. It's something I've done my whole life, and frankly, it's a bit of an attraction, I think, for Sarah Evans, who has lots of offers. I know that she was interested in having a couple of her works charted. Hard to say I'm sorry. She's never done with an orchestra. I think she was practically in tears after it. I know I was. She just sang it so beautifully. I want to correct you on one thing. Kansas brings their own charts. So they're going to do their own charts, which are fabulous. But I am writing the whole show for the opening act. Ariel is coming. One of the best young guitarists around, said Vince Gill. And Ariel will do the first act. I've written the charts for 6 of her songs, and she does a cover of Moon River, which is extra special. And the orchestra will be playing for all of her sets. So something special.
We talked about, again, your 32nd year here involved in this, and when we think back to the Cameo League and how this all began in Eleanor and the folks that were involved in this, and your involvement very early in the process, I'm not sure, even as you dreamed and dreamed big, that 35 years later, you'd think this is where it is today, that a week and a half of just out and out, every day, every night, acts going on, incredible business coming to Lancaster. It's just been a real joy to watch it grow.
It's true. You know, I put my faith in the community, and I felt that the community needed to be the star. And from the volunteers to the local artists and musicians, we even have some local musicians in the orchestra, wonderful people. It starts with the community, starts and ends with the community. And we're so proud to bring in national and international stars and artists. But when you can connect with the community and the local students and teachers, it becomes what it is today.
I think we think of you, we see you out there, you're so visible on the Saturday nights, and our wonderful Lancaster Festival Orchestra out there. But you are probably a great deal like Deb Connell, where you tick up boxes all week. You have 100 events to attend this week, and you try to hit them all. I've seen you at many of the concerts. I know your dance card is full as you move around the week. You have a lot of events you try to get to, but everyone, whether the cafe concerts or up at First United Methodist Church with the wonderful candlelight movements they have up there, just something for everybody. All kinds of music is prevalent.
I appreciate your mentioning that. There really is something for everyone. We have over 60 events, and nearly all of them, only about a dozen cost, but nearly all of them are free. We're here for you, the whole community. Rising Park coming up on Thursday. Even on a rainy day like today, you hear at on the downtown stage, a free event, our brass quintet from the Festival Orchestra. They sound great, and our local food vendors are there to treat you. The town comes alive in a very special way.
With Gary Sheldon, the artistic director for the Lancaster Festival. And if I'm correct, your wife and children are here this week?
They are. Ruby and Jacob are now 12 and a half and old enough to come to right from the beginning of the festival. This is their first time here all the way through, and they're enjoying something every day.
I would imagine it's awfully fun for your wife and kids to be out and among things right here, knowing Dad's kind of the big squeeze down here. He gets a lot going. But your kids have grown up here. They've seen this every year.
Well, they have. It's nice of you to mention them, Paul, because the community has been so kind to our family, and frankly, they've embraced us in a way that makes me look forward to the future even more.
And here we are, a little bit of rain today, but as far as I understand, this is really it. The rest of the week looks good. It looks nice, not too hot. Looks like we've had some of the bad days behind us and gone through it wonderfully with the great Sarah Evans show. So it looks like we've got a good week ahead of us.
Well, I'm going to hire you as our official weatherman, because if you can promise us no more rain and beautiful weather, that's all that we need. But I'm going to say it again, this community comes out if it's rain or shine. Saturday night was about the hottest evening on record for a Saturday night show, and by gosh, everybody came out for that wonderful performance with Sarah Evans.
Well, I think we saw it with the crowd shots up there, with the crowd out there. She's doing the selfies, and the crowd is just crazy about her. Looked like a fun night, and we know Kansas will be equally fun in its own way. So we're looking forward to that. Gary, thanks for all you do for the festival and for the community. Just a joy to have you in town.
I appreciate that. Hope to see everybody at the festival.
Very good. Gary Sheldon with the Lancaster Festival, of course, the artistic director, and does a great job. We're glad to have him here with us. There's lots more going on this week with the calendar and events this week. Monday, the 22nd, later today, 3:30, the cafe concerts. And it's Let's Duet at Shears Chalet out at 1211 Coon Path Road. 7 o'clock tonight, Drama in the Park, My Emperor's New Clothes. That'll be just on the Fountain Square across the street. 8 o'clock tonight, the Jazz Nights, always a great evening. Monday night with Hot Tonic Orchestra, Knights of Columbus, KFC Hall over on 343 East Walnut. And then tomorrow, Major Arts for Minors, that's at 10 in the morning. Always fun, prize winning for painting, and Two Broke Artist Studio at 112 East Main. At 10:30 is the Children's Corner, the Shazbots, one of the popular ones always come back for us. They're at the KFC Hall over at Walnut Street. And then tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. also, the Festival String Quartet will be down at the Salvation Army on Hubert Avenue. So lots of events coming up. And then at noon, right across here, and you talk about a big crowd, it's going to be a nice day here. I'm sure the Lancaster Percussion on Wednesday will fill it up. But the Nostalgics tomorrow at noon at the concert stage at Main and Broad will be great. So it's just a fun couple of days coming up, and we'll be here each and every day. Glad to have you with us. Monday through Friday we'll be out here, and we're going to be live each and every day. So I want to thank all our guests today for joining us as we've been live downtown, and we'll be back tomorrow at 12 noon. Enjoy your Lancaster Festival.
Fairfield Federal, in cooperation with Interface Video, presents the Lancaster Festival, live from downtown Lancaster. Fairfield Federal Savings and Loan makes it easy to take control of your personal finances and build your wealth. You can access your accounts 24/7 with online banking, bill paying, and debit MasterCard. Fairfield Federal Savings and Loan, checking, savings, and home loans, online and on the go. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Also brought to you by Personal Touch Party Rentals and Events, Walker Shoe Center, Buckeye Lake Marina, South Central Power, the Fairfield County Parks, Fairhope Hospice and Palliative Care, Dagger Johnston, Miller, Ogilvy and Hampson, the Frankie Smith Funeral Home, Ohio University Lancaster, the Frame Shop, and the Fairfield County Board of Developmental Disabilities.
Welcome to the Dream Machine. Like to be part of Dream Machine, keep me busy, and it's also important that we do it together as a group, and we plow and plant, and we have lots of produce. We have tomatoes like one here, and gourds, cucumbers, squash, crawfish, beets, microgreens. We also have flower arrangement, and we also sell bags, those tote bags out of edible food bags, and we sell them out in the market, farmers market.
It's a special place that keeps people healthy by eating a couple fruits and vegetables. I always show people, first time they pick raspberries and green beans, I show them how to do it like if they do it wrong. Picking raspberries and green beans is simplest, easy for me. We're entering some things in the field like pumpkins, the gourds were growing, and everyone likes them. Tasty.